Hey guys, my name's Caroline, and this is what God has been teaching me lately. As I look back on the last year and a half, it's crazy to think what has happened. This past year and a half has been wild. Graduated from Cal Poly in 2019, started working in full-time ministry that fall with Crew Cal Poly. And I remember feeling so much excitement and vision and purpose for what the Lord had in store. I just remember feeling confident in where the Lord had me in that specific post-grad season of life. Right around that same time that I started the job, I was hit with the hard reality that a childhood friend from home Whoa. Right around that time that I started that job with Crew, I was hit with the hard reality that a dear childhood friend from home had lost her 8-year battle with mental illness after passing away from suicide. So in a season of life that was filled with so much transition and change, I experienced deep grief and loss for the first time in my life. I felt alone in this grief because I was 4 hours away from my home and from my family, and was angry at God and not sure how to face it. But the Lord taught me about his deep, deep compassion for me. My heartbreak was his heartbreak, and my pain was his pain. He knew everything that I was going through in that exact time. Looking back on that time, I knew that he cared for me so intentionally. He knew what my exact needs were, and his timing for the things to come were so perfect. One of the sweetest parts of it all was that he used some of the friends and people in my life to teach me just that and care for me in very tangible ways. At that time, one of those friends had shared Psalm 34:18 with me, which says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." The Lord knows exactly what it feels like and has a deep care for each of our needs. I knew this to be true because he placed specific people in my life right here in San Luis Obispo. A friend who had unfortunately gone through a similar loss with her brother, a mentor who experienced that same loss within her family, and also a brand new friend who I had never met before, but was also friends with the same friend who had passed from home. I couldn't wrap my mind around how these people were in my life, but I just knew that they were a huge answer to prayers. God had given me each of these people because of his deep compassion and care for not only me, but all of our needs in that time. Around this same time last year, I came to Slow City Church for the first time, and I can honestly say that I've never been a part of a church community like this. And what is going on here is seriously so special, and I'm so grateful for it. In a time that felt really dark in a lot of ways, the Lord was showing me glimpses of his light and his goodness and compassion. Lamentations 3 has continually been an encouragement to me the past year and a half. It says, "Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. For his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." As I look back on this past year, I can't ignore the ways in which grief and loss have been present. However, I see God's compassion and care for us is still the same, even in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. When things feel like they're turning upside down, he is so, so close. 2020 was filled with grief and loss. However, in the midst of what feels like our world turning upside down, God's compassion and care for us has never changed.